You know us as the co-founders of the Black Bourbon Run, and you've seen our Black Bourbon Run 2 series on YouTube. But we're giving you a different series now. It's going to be a bourbon and cigar pairing series. So what we'll do, we'll both smoke the same cigar in each episode, and then we'll compare it against two blind pours that we have. Now, I'll pour them, did a little switcheroo, so we try to make it as blind for me as possible, but it's definitely going to be blind for Brandon. And based off of that, we're just going to do like a slight review on a cigar, talk about the cigar, give it some info for you guys. We'll do a slight compare on the pours that we're tasting with the cigar, but the ultimate thing we want to get is what is the best or the better pairing that we have with the cigar and the two pours. So hopefully you enjoy the series, but we're going to get kickstarted on episode 1.
So, on episode 1, take us through what we're drinking today, Paul.
Alright, so I was in California for like the past month, and while I was out there, was able to stop at a couple of liquor stores out there in the Cypress, Orange County area. So one of the bottles that we're going to have on the pour is a Four Roses single barrel strength. Now this is the OESO recipe, which is selected by Orange County Bourbon Society. And this is at the Cypress Craft Beer Liquor store. So right there in the heart of Cypress. Really good bottle, but we want to go ahead and compare it against another Four Roses single barrel.
Another single barrel.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So this one is OESV, so different recipe. Still the Four Roses single barrel. This was selected by the LA Bourbon chapter, but at the OC Bottleshop store in Cypress. So we want to give a chance to have similar kind of profile because they're Four Roses single barrel, slightly different because of different recipes. So we're trying to figure out like which recipe would compare with the cigar that we have chosen for tonight. So you want to tell us what we have for the cigar?
So on this first episode, we are smoking a Rocky Patel 60. So the Rocky Patel 60 is named for the 60th birthday of Rocky Patel himself, which I think was in February?
Yeah, I think it's February 26th or something like that.
Okay, so I've smoked a cigar twice previously. It's been some time now, probably a couple of months. So we're just gonna go through and compare it with these two Four Roses barrels and just kind of give y'all a general feel of does it really pair good with these two.
Now I think I was reading on the notes on this particular Rocky Patel, and it's a medium to full body cigar. Has some earthy and peppery notes to it. So I actually haven't smoked a Rocky Patel in a while. I had a Rocky Patel Disciple, which was good.
Those are really good cigars. Those are pretty new too. Those were probably released around the same time. So
Okay.
really good cigars. And I can agree with those notes. This definitely has earthy notes to it. I'm more of a earthy note guy, so this kind of falls into the wheelhouse of what I usually smoke. Peppery, I don't get it too much. I really don't do pepper too much, so hopefully this doesn't remind me why I don't smoke too many of them. But we'll get into it. And this actually has a Mexican San Andres wrapper and a Nicaraguan binder and filler, which were aged for around 2 years in the warehouses. So Nicaraguan is usually the tobacco that I usually smoke. So if you give me something Nicaraguan, I'm most likely gonna like it. The Mexican wrapper, I don't think I've smoked too many stuff that has Mexican wrapper, so this is gonna be interesting.
Now I know I like the Rocky Patel Sun-Grown Maduro.
Those are fantastic. If you need a daily smoker, get the Rocky Patel Sun-Grown Maduro.
All right, so we're going to get started with the pairing. So we got our first one coming up. Again, this is the blind. I know what the first one is, but to kind of help us.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, which glass?
The first one you just picked up.
Okay, cool.
So usually when I do something that is not super spicy or super like boastful on flavors, you can kind of go on the boastfulness or the flavor bombs in your cigar. I mean, in your bourbon. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I would say I agree with that. This, to me, isn't even giving me full body. It's giving me like a medium.
Medium, yeah.
So you have to be really careful with a lot of cigars. A lot of cigars aren't going to pair that great with a lot of bourbons. Because the bourbons have a lot of flavor, and some of the more full-bodied cigars also have a crap ton. So you'll get like a more smoky taste, and it just doesn't go too well.
Yeah, exactly. And there's some bourbons that don't pair with cigars either, just because it may have a certain profile that just clashes with every cigar you try to smoke with it. It's just supposed to be meant to drink by itself. So
yeah. So I'm gonna say right like now, let's do a little bet. Do you think this is gonna pair good with this or not?
I'm gonna say, I think because it's not super spicy and it's enjoyable, I think it's gonna compare good with both of them. The test is gonna be which one pairs better.
Okay. Because I'm not sure if we taped that one, but we did a cigar pairing of the, what was it? It was the Hazmat. What was that?
Oh, so it was the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Hazmat, which was released 6 in 2014. Now we paired that with the
My Father Garcia and Garcia. Oh my God. Now, not the regular one. These are like special limited release Garcia and Garcias. They have like this nice Cuban seed, Nicaraguan wrapper, filler. That is the easiest smoke. That is my favorite cigar to this day.
And that paired like phenomenally with
that pairing was
Hazmat.
amazing.
Oh my God. We was out here for probably about almost 2 hours just enjoying that.
Yes. And it takes about 2 to 3 hours just to smoke that Garcia too.
That's true. That's true. So that was definitely one of our best pairings that we've had.
Alright, so let's keep this weight.
Alright.
Let's cut this down and let's finally do this. Cheers.
Well, he don't know because he's been smoking a cigar, but I've been trying some of this already.
Oh. Actually, didn't take that much out of the
I don't
bourbon.
think it did. It gave more woodiness to the bourbon for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously you're probably gonna get like a tobacco taste in the bourbon just because you're smoking a cigar. But it gave that, but it still left some of that creaminess, some of that like slight fruitiness. It's very hard to depict it, but definitely the creaminess stayed in there.
Yeah.
It didn't turn into like a smoky type of pour at all.
I'm actually happy because I can taste the bourbon still.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the cigar, I think, doesn't ever hurt. The cigar keeps its characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
But most times the bourbon is what just tastes like complete ashes.
So
this actually keeps it.
It's great. It's crazy that you say that. So I was at Corona Cigar and I had me a pour of Opitz. I went to the Opitz 11 that just came out fall 2021, and like I tasted a little bit at first, and I was super excited. I've been looking for Opitz. That was one of the first pours I had this year of that, and man, it was really good. Then I grabbed my cigar, started smoking it, and I'm telling you, it just like completely changed the profile of that bourbon. Did not like it at all. Like it was so painful to just finish it. I'm like, this is kind of disgusting.
It will definitely do that.
So you gotta work. You gotta kind of dibble and dabble and just kind of watch out for that type of stuff.
Yeah, you have to be really careful on, especially the bourbons that you cherish, which ones you pair with cigars, because you'll take it out on a special night. You'll get the cigar going, the bourbon going, and you probably won't touch the bourbon as much as you think you will.
You'll be mad.
So just be very careful on that.
Yeah. So you can continue watching our series, and maybe you'll find some good pairings that we have or our suggestions, and that could be something that you can try pairing with your cigars. Hopefully you'll learn something through our series, because we'll probably learn some stuff too. Like, again, this is stuff that we haven't paired with each other before. So this will be a good experience. And then maybe you have some pairings out there that you have that you know, and kind of stick to those.
This 60 is actually getting really good now.
Yeah, it is.
This 60 is beginning to give me notes of like, it tastes like I'm smoking a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola? I don't know if I got all that. But he's a cigar guy. I would say it's definitely giving me more flavors.
I'm not sure what that is really, or why it's like doing it. But it's giving me soda vibes.
Alright. So what do you think about that pair?
It's good.
Good?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate it?
I don't know. If I say 10 is the one that we talked about earlier with the Garcia and the hazmat,
The epitome of all pairings.
I'm gonna say
This is not bad.
it's not bad. I would give it like a 7.
I was thinking that like,
I give it a 7.
I was thinking the like same thing.
7 is good.
7.
All right.
I'm like 7.5, 8, because knowing how cigars pair with bourbon, a lot of cigars will not pair really well.
All right.
So I'm gonna push it a little bit higher into that 7.5 range.
7.5. All right. So 7 and 7.5. That's what we got in the first one. All right. So now we're gonna go to our second pour. Brandon still doesn't know which one is which.
Sure enough, don't.
Here we go for our second pairing. Cheers. Now, Four Roses is something that I became a fan of this year in 2021 during our Black Bourbon Run 2. You guys saw the video, I think it was episode 3. But it was our first chance, it was my first chance of trying their whole suite of their normal expressions, from the regular Four Roses bourbon to the small batch, single barrel, and then small batch select. And we had a chance to try the 2018 Four Roses Limited Edition, which was amazing.
That was my first experience of trying any Four Roses.
Yeah, same here.
And I was impressed.
Yeah, me too.
I was impressed. I'm not sure if they put some like little extra stuff in there, but all of those tasted great.
All of those really, really good. So I went to California. I had to talk to my man Jeff from OC Bottleshop. I was like, look, let me figure out a way to get one of those single barrels. Hooked me up with a deal with a bundle, so I got that and a small batch select. Which small batch select was, I think it's my favorite out of the normal expression that they have. So I got those two. Then as I was hunting some more, went to Cypress and they had a Four Roses single barrel. And when I saw the different recipe, I was like, all right, now I get why people try to collect the 10 recipes, right? They want to try which one and see which of the recipes are their favorites.
So what did you think about that second pairing? I think that a lot of this pairing is due to this cigar. I think the cigar doesn't have an overbearing taste to it.
Yeah.
So it's letting the bourbon breathe.
Yeah. I think it lets the bourbon breathe, and for this one, it's kind of like, I tasted right before I tried to smoke my cigar. It had a little kick to it. And then smoking, it kind of like combines, it's like the glue that combines everything together, so nothing's really like popping out too strong. It's definitely enjoyable.
It's actually, I'm not sure because we've been letting these air out for some time now. I think they're both more drinkable. Like, I'm actually downing these faster than what I usually drink.
It's true.
Because if you've been around me when I drink bourbon, I usually drink it pretty slow.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
I mean, he drinks and smokes very slow. Like, I'm always the one like waiting for the next pour or whatever. Or I'm doing my cigar, trying to find some music, and
I enjoy it.
Enjoying it.
I enjoy it.
But I would say the second one here, pairing with the cigar, I think is a little bit better. In my opinion, the flavor is a little bit more pronounced.
That's the funny thing. Even though we, on a landslide, like the OESV from OC Bottleshop, I think that smoking a cigar, they both came down to the same level. You're like quiet, so I'm not sure if you agree too much.
I don't know. I feel like I'm tasting more creaminess on this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that they got both. They're both good.
Okay, I can see that. So I'm enjoying both of these now. Like,
yeah,
I'm enjoying both of these pairing together. So
because when we did the blind tasting, the other one was a lot more hot.
It was a pairing, and I don't. To be honest, I'm waiting for you to see which one you think you like. We gotta pick a winner between the two. I'd be interested to see what you think is the better one.
Toss up to me.
So you give them both a 7.5.
Just
pairing with the cigar.
Just from like a complete toss up, just like shoot off a shot off the hip. I'm gonna go with the second one.
You gonna go with the second one?
Yeah.
I think for me, the second one, the bourbon had, it was more, it kind of spoke out a little bit more with the cigar. Like, as I'm smoking a cigar with it, I really don't think, so So, like you were saying how the cigar didn't really take too much from the first pour. I agree with you on that one. But I think the second one, the cigar, it didn't take too much. I don't know. Like they both taste creamy to me.
I know.
They both taste really
but
good.
I think that the second one is a lot creamier.
A lot creamier.
I think it might even enhance my cigar
So you're saying they're both 7.5.
I'm gonna rate this one a little bit higher. I would give it like a 7.8. But I think this one is a little better.
Alright. So I would agree with him. The second one, pairing with the cigar, I think is better as well. So the first one is,
what is it?
OESV from OC Bottleshop.
That was
the first one.
What?
That was the first one.
Really?
That
That
was
is
the first
wow.
That was the first one. And again, this one had the creaminess, slight fruitiness, but like didn't really have as much heat. The second one being the OESO from Cypress Craft was the one that we thought was a little bit hotter. But I think we both just agreed that the second one, I'm positive.
Really?
I'm positive.
Alright.
So I
That
think
is wild.
Paired,
How did that one catch up? That is wild.
it's a cigar, man. Cigar pair,
It
like
is.
you said. Not all of them are meant to be. I mean, they're both still good pairs. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
they are both neck and
really
neck.
good.
We had to choose one though. I think we're both going with the OESO.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our winner for tonight. So if you ever get a chance to get a Rocky 60 and you get a chance to go to Cypress Craft in California, they do have an Instagram. I think it's called Cypress Craft on Instagram. I'm not sure. We'll put it in our tagline in our video. You get a chance to get one of these. Definitely try to pair between these two. I mean, try to pair between both of them, but this one I think is kind of just a couple steps ahead for tonight's pairing.
So what's the price of those two?
So I think the price is usually around like $95 to $105 for a 4-row single barrel. Again, when I got the one from OC Bottleshop, I got it with a small batch select. And then this one I got this one with a regular 4 roses and a small batch 4 roses. So I think that's what we think we have from winter. We're gonna pour some more. However, now if you've seen any of my posts when I do like a cigar and bourbon pairing, I love to also throw in a third thing, which is
what is this?
the chocolates.
Oh, we got some chocolate?
Yeah, so I got a endangered species chocolate. This is a bold and silky dark chocolate. So I wanted to get something that has like a dark chocolate in it, but this one has some fruit tones, which works well with 4 roses because these two recipes have like fruity undertones on it. And it also has like it's like a smooth bar and rich profile. So I think that'll go pretty well with our cigar and our bourbon. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack this open, get a couple pieces, and then we're going to pour up with the winner for tonight, the OESO.
From Cypress, is that?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, this Rocky Patel 60 has around like a $17 MSRP. It's a pretty good price. I would say that's a good price for this quality. So don't be shy. Go get the Rocky Patel 60. Good choice.
Yeah, it's a really good choice.
You about to give me diabetes with this damn chocolate.
Oh, it's not that sweet. It's actually 72% cocoa, so it's a dark chocolate. Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's my weakness. Oh my god, I'm gonna eat. It's so good.
Now that you try all 3 of these, it's a good pairing between all 3 of these. This one
Let me get to that.
takes it up a notch. For sure. Those who like to smoke cigars with bourbon, you gotta try some chocolates as well. I think chocolate kind of mends everything together. Chocolate definitely does like kind of subdue a lot of the smokiness from a cigar.
For sure.
And it helps kind of pull in. Now, if you can get you a bourbon that has chocolate notes in it, pairing with some chocolate is a no-brainer.
I think the chocolate either clears your palate or enhances some of the flavors. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of bringing me back to that smokiness taste.
Really? Not me.
So the chocolate with the cigar by itself, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm trying the bourbon with it, it's doing something to my tongue.
I think it just makes it more creamier, to be honest. I liked it.
Or maybe I just like too much shotgun.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of our cigar and bourbon pairing. We're going to keep doing this. We'll have a different cigar every single episode, and we'll have 2 different bourbons as well. We'll try to keep them similar to kind of help us really depict the different things that we like between the 2 different pairings and pick one. So really excited. Hopefully you like this one. Hopefully you subscribe to our channel. Continue watching our cigar series, and look forward to the next one.
Go buy the Rocky Patel 60. Good smoke.
And go buy 4 Roses Single Barrel from OC Bottleshop and from Cypress Craft. OESV and OESO.
Until next time.
Cheers.
We'll see you later.